Are you stuck selling $10 prompt packages while real executives are gladly handing over $5 grand a month for AI employees? What are you missing? Well, today we're doing a hardcore, zero-fluff extraction of Nick's $1 million solo AI agent playbook. We are pulling this directly from his incredibly insightful interview with Greg Isenberg. And we're going to zero in on the exact operational architecture, the pricing, the tools, and the sales strategy you need to build a highly lucrative solopreneur business right now. If you've been searching for the absolute alpha on how to launch an AI agency using literally just your laptop, you are exactly in the right place.
So, look, there is a massive, glaring revenue gap between folks just playing with AI as a fun hobby and the operators actually deploying it to solve painful business bottlenecks. Real-world executives will gladly, and I mean absolutely gladly, pay $5,000 a month for a digital employee that actually works. Today, we're going to bridge that exact gap.
Okay, here's our exact roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll hit this solo monetization model, then acquisition and content leverage. After that, delivery and the core stack, followed by secrets and pitfalls, and we'll wrap it all up with a core review and takeaway. Let's get into it. Section 1, the solo monetization model, selling frictionless outcomes. Listen, your client doesn't care about tokens. They don't care about large language models, and they definitely do not want to manage computer infrastructure. All they care about is buying a frictionless digital employee that just gets the job done. So what's the price of that outcome? It's $5,000 a month. That is your baseline monthly retainer per customer when you're using standard agents like OpenClaw. But here is where it gets crazy. In the interview, Nick notes that if you upgrade their architecture to a self-evolving Hermes agent, you can confidently charge up to $10,000 a month per customer. As a solo operator, it's wild. And this brilliantly illustrates the psychology of the sale. Because in your pitch, you're going to offer them the world. Unlimited agents, infinite tokens, complex infrastructure. It sounds like absolute magic to them, but the reality, a business doesn't actually need 50 agents. They usually just need 1 to 3 highly capable, fully integrated agents to see massive operational magic. Offering that abundance is what closes the deal, but delivering precise, simple utility is what fulfills it without bankrupting you on token costs. So who's actually buying this? Well, the best verticals are legacy, people-heavy businesses that want to become AI native fast. We're talking marketing agencies, law firms, insurance agencies, manufacturers, wholesalers, and real estate agencies. These sectors have high margins and just massive inefficiencies. But, and this is absolutely crucial, you must avoid healthcare and finance when you're just starting out. The regulatory red tape and compliance burdens in those spaces are huge, and they will completely crush a solo operator. Moving to Section 2, acquisition and content leverage, the ultimate wedge. Now, you might be wondering how you actually get these high-ticket clients without making a single cold call. Nick's philosophy here is just incredible. He says, quote, "The most leveraged thing you can do is post a piece of content and then have a robot fulfill the work while you go on a walk." End quote. He literally dictates long-horizon coding and setup tasks to his AI via Telegram while he's out walking. The content you post attracts the high-ticket clients organically, and the AI handles the fulfillment. It's the ultimate solopreneurial leverage. You build trust at scale with content, and you deliver at scale with robots. Section 3, delivery and core stack, the exact operational blueprint. Okay, let's dive into the hardcore, zero-fluff extraction of the software Nick uses to run this empire. First up, the customer-facing side. You meet with the client, and Granola perfectly transcribes the meeting, using an MCP to sync that context directly into your systems. Next is Trello. This is vital. Trello is where clients drop in requests like, hey, connect my agent to my calendar. But the golden rule here is you have to strictly limit them to 1 or 2 requests maximum per 48-hour delivery window. That completely prevents scope creep. Then you use Loom to send them asynchronous progress videos, even at 2 a.m., to show them the magic is happening, and you use Calendly or Superhuman for blazing fast client email management. Now let's look at the back end, the core agent stack. The agent harness of choice here is Hermes, mostly because it's self-evolving and prevents you from being locked into one specific model. For cloud hosting, you're going to use Orgo. It provides a visual workspace for the agent to actually live in. For connecting the agent to tools like Slack or Notion, you use Composio. It handles all the security and authentication for thousands of apps, so you're not out there emailing passwords around. Then you use Agent Mail to give the AI its own literal personal email address. And finally, Obsidian acts as the limitless markdown-based memory vault, which essentially gives your agent perfect infinite recall. As for the actual brains powering these agents, here are the exact models Nick recommends. GPT 5.5 is currently the undisputed king for overall efficiency. It simply doesn't burn through tokens when making tool calls. Now, if you need lightweight, affordable, open-source options, you go with GLM 5.1 or Kimi, and for heavy, complex, long-horizon coding tasks specifically, you tag in Anthropic's Opus 4.7. Basically, you pick the exact right brain for the specific job.
So where do these agents actually live? Look, you might be tempted to run them on local Mac minis. Do not do it. A local setup is a hardware nightmare with a massive physical blast radius. If something breaks, you literally have to physically be there to fix it. Instead, spin up an Orgo Cloud VM. It gives you visual sandboxes, 1-second instant resets, and lets you manage 100 distinct, secure customer workspaces from absolutely anywhere in the world.
Section 4. Secrets and Pitfalls. Agents building agents.
Now, setting all this up sounds incredibly complex, right? Well, the biggest secret of this entire business model is that you do not do the heavy coding yourself. You use AI to build the AI. Here is the exact linear setup pipeline. Step 1, you spin up a fresh Orgo VM for your new client. Step 2, you open Claude Code or OpenAI's Codex inside that environment. Step 3, inject real-time documentation into it via MCPs. And Step 4, literally open up Telegram on your phone and instruct your primary agent to install and configure Hermes into that new VM. You are essentially the manager directing your robot to build another robot. It's brilliant.
But how does your builder agent know how to do that without making a bunch of mistakes? You feed it context layer MCPs. You give it the Perplexity and Exama AI MCPs for real-time web search. You give it Context 7 so it can pull the latest direct documentation straight from GitHub. And crucially, you plug in the Axe and Pay MCP so it can pull the absolute latest app alpha straight from Twitter. By doing this, your agent is operating on real-time, perfect documentation. It basically never fails the setup. Of course, things will eventually break. It's tech. The two fatal pitfalls are gateway crashes and silent failures. For example, OpenClaw gateways crash pretty frequently. The fix? You just tell your agent to build an auto-restore watchdog script that automatically reboots it. The second pitfall is a silent operational failure, where the agent breaks at 3 a.m. and the client finds out before you do. That's a nightmare. The fix there is setting up an automated cron job that uses agent mail to instantly email you directly the exact second a skill fails. You fix it before the client even wakes up.
Section 5. Core Review and Takeaway. Your action plan.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground, so let's lock in the hard facts. Memorize these numbers. You are charging a $5,000 retainer, moving up to $10,000 for advanced Hermes builds. Your time to value must be under 48 hours for that first agent delivery. Remember, the true customer need is only 1 to 3 frictionless agents, despite the pitch of abundance you give them. Your prime models are GPT 5.5, GLM 5.1, and Opus 4.7. And your absolute non-negotiable stack is Composio for connections, Agent Mail for communication, Obsidian for limitless memory, and Orgo for secure cloud environments. If you remember only one single sentence from this entire explainer, make it this. You aren't selling tokens or models, you are selling a frictionless, vertical-specific digital employee. That is the fundamental psychological shift required to build a $1 million solo business in this space. You abstract away the complexity, and you deliver a pure, high-value outcome to executives. So here is my challenge to you. This is your practical project plan. If you were to replicate this exact project and start your own agency today, what is your absolute first step? Are you picking a niche? Are you spinning up Orgo? I want you to leave your step-by-step execution plan in the comments below, and I will personally jump in and help you avoid the early pitfalls.
And to give you a massive head start on all this, we've compiled everything into a high-density asset. Drop a comment below right now, and you'll trigger an automatic send of our complete setup mind map and the exact tool checklist we covered today. Get in the comments, grab your checklist, and go build something incredible. See you on the next one.